Welcome in once again, guys. We're here to feed Doom of Dimensions. This card continues to be hot, fresh off the press, just like the channel, as a core set secret rare from, again, the latest and greatest core set Doom of Dimensions. So it's still high in demand right now, guys. Yes, the card, first came out at around 50s and some change, went up to 60s, and crashed all the way back down, into the 40s, mid 40s, and then it V-shape recovered all the way back up to 65s with some even high sale prices of 80 bones, as you guys can see there, which is mind-boggling. And now just crashing back down to the mean here, says 53s, 54s, and that's where we're at, mid 50s here, 39 listings, and the walls are actually pushing down to this current price, around 56 bones. You do have some people getting certain sales, here in the actual 40s, as we can see here, more around 50 bucks, but look, 47s, yeah, so they haven't been that many deals, one-off deals, but you do see those. And then when the card first came out, it actually got sold at 40 bucks, which we always thought it would go down there. It didn't stay down there. It wasn't readily available. It was more like a one-off deal, but the card is still in demand. Again, nothing has changed. Again, we're gonna have YCS Pittsburgh in a couple weeks, and we expect this deck to be heavily represented. We expect people to still play, Yummy or some version of, with Mitsu or Pure, or it's just still the best deck essentially, one way or another. It's still, of course, the last YCS K9 Crystron pulled through. Other than the deck actually pushing through in itself, I think the pilot played a big factor in that particular event. But when it comes to representation, as we did see in Anaheim when we covered that event, it was still heavily represented by Yummy, and I don't see that changing for the upcoming YCS either. So with that said, if there's Yu-Gi-Oh players, they were on the sidelines, they were trying different decks, a lot of them will be rushing back into this one, or people that took a break and come back to Yu-Gi-Oh. Man, I want to play the meta, what should I be picking up? Hey man, you need 3 marshmallows. And then they come in. So again, right now 56s, the walls are here, and then it quickly does go up to 58s. Then it pushes 60s at the bottom of the page, 39 listings. So the card is still in high demand. In person, maybe you can get a deal, maybe 150s for a playset. Not bad. Not bad. Very, very interesting as this card continues to perform, continues to be best selling, continues to be high in demand right now, as the masses continue to want this card. I remember in Anaheim, everyone was looking for this. Like before the event, I got there Friday very early in the morning, and even before we were allowed to go into the venue, like outside, people were looking for this. Yo, you got marshmallow? Yo, I'm looking for 1, I'm looking for 2, I'm looking for 3. I need my playset, I need marshmallows. Imagine, that was then, of course. The card had just come out. Essentially, people wanted to play in the event. We get it. But even like a month or some change later, it's still the same demand. Nothing has changed. This card is not getting a reprint anytime soon. The ban list just passed. The format essentially is already established. And for the next couple months, this is what we're going to get. This is not going anywhere. So 50s would be like ideal if you could get a deal in person. Anything under that would be a deal in steel. But I think this card will hold these higher, more elevated prices because of everything that I just said. We do have Marshmallow Yummy here. Starlight Rare from Doom of Dimensions. Again, this is a V-shape, man. You can clearly see it as day. 200, crashed down to 162s. V-shape to 194, essentially back up to 200s. You do see a little bit of a curvature here, and let's see the actual price. All right, actually crashing all the way back down to the previous lows. Guys, insane. So this chart hasn't updated, but we can update it for you guys here. So essentially, this is the current updated price, chart, which should be on TCG, but I don't know why they wait. Like, let me just move this here. I don't know why. Look, like you have multiple listings down here, 24 listings in the 160s, and if you come here, there's been people buying in the 160s and down here. So I mean, it should have been updated. But yeah, essentially this is where we're at. Let me use my beautiful art class with Jay, my beautiful artwork skills. So this is where we're at right now. So essentially, with that fact, sure, could it break down below the low? Of course, it could go down to 150s and even lower. Anything is possible. But with the demand of Marshmallow right now that we just explained for the secret rare, like this could turn out to be a double bottom. Was that Jay? Double bottom, W-shaped recovery for the high end. So again, you don't want to see this booty shape massive booty shape play out. So if you want this card like at 164 is like the current price, I would be picking it up. Again, you wouldn't want to pick it up for 150. You know, if you can get a deal in person, if you're at an event, you know, hey, yo, 150, you go, you know, vendor, yo, we take 150. Hey, sounds good. You know, hopefully, but yeah, even if you have to like come in and buy it right now, it's not bad. Because right now, this is where we're at. The potential double bottom is in play right here for this card in the 160s. Then it quickly goes back up into the 170s. So 24 listings. Listings are still low. This card is still scarce. I believe this card is going to retain valuable for the foreseeable short to mid-term future. Again, the life cycle of these cards are extended. Every year we see it. Cards that come out post-Nats, usually, like those new deck, you know, meta-relevant deck archetypes that come out, they last like a year. You know, we saw it with Fenrir, with Cashier in 2023. We saw it with Malice and Rizio, and before that, Fiendsmith. You know what I mean? Like these cards, they last a good while. They last months and months and months, and in some of these deck cores, they last over like a year at least into the next Nat season. So keep it in mind, these cards we don't expect these cards to get reprinted anytime soon. So we have many months of Yu-Gi-Oh where this card is going to probably be relevant. So if you're looking for this card, like we said, either for the secret or either for the higher end, don't need to wait around. I'd be picking mine up now, taking advantage of these retracements, especially the high end can bounce over 200 a pop and no one would be surprised. Then we have Mitsubushi Ritual. We talked about the quarter century secret rare not too long ago. Wanted to highlight that this one continues to be best selling right here. And yeah, I mean, the card price wise, 27. I mean, these are one-offs, literally. You know, the walls are at $30. So right now it's $30, 22 listings only. That is not that much, guys. 3 pages right here. And again, chart wise, this chart could be, you know, looked at in a multitude of different ways. And that's what I love, you know, the ability to play around with the charts. Because one chart can have a multitude of things going on, guys, a multitude. And when I say that word multitude, I mean it. It's a lot of things going on with this chart that a lot of people see this naked chart. They're like, okay, Jay, it's just, you know, price. Yeah, it was down, went up, came back down, went back up. No. There's a lot of things going on with this chart for Mitsubushi Ritual. And the only reason why I'm actually doing an extended review of this one is because it's Mitsubushi Ritual. Everyone needs this card. Everyone is playing this card. Everyone is playing Mitsu with Yummies or Mitsu with X or Y and Z decks. So the engine is relevant again. So this card is very important because we don't know when the reprint is coming. It came out in Suda. So with that and said, this chart is talking to us, is telling us a million things right here, guys. Literally, let me just zoom in a tad bit right here and let's go to work. So good. Look, this could be turning out to be a massive W-shaped recovery. First and foremost, massive W-shaped recovery potential right there. I mean, we could connect the dots here, connect the lows right here, as we can see. So again, this could turn out to be, you know, a double bottom right here, booty shaped recovery. So we're in the midst of it. We're in the midst of it right here, right now. Boom, right there, double bottoming, right? So that's the first factor right there, as clear as day. You know, before, in the past, before it retraced to the second low right here, we did highlight that we potentially had a double top number 1, top number 2. That played out perfectly fine. You know, we drew a horizontal line here and said if it breaks this pivot towards the downside, it's a wrap. And eventually that's what it did. Fell out of favor. You know, the card wasn't being used that much before the balance came out, and then we had the booty shape recovery, guys, right? So again, all we have to do right now to measure this move, I want to focus on this move right here because this is the latest move. Banless came out, posed Banless. Oh my God, Mitsubushi Ritual, everyone needs it. It's going up. Jay, what happens next? So again, is the key levels, support and resistance, guys. By the way, we have that free course for you guys. If you really want to hone in your skills, you should, you know, look into that for sure. So again, support and resistance. Look at that. We draw these lines right here. Connect the dots. Beautiful range. What, you can't make this stuff up. Always look left. Always look into the past. If you want future price action information, is it going to go up? Is it going to go? Look left. For the most part, all your answers are going to be in the past, guys. Don't take that for granted. Men lie, women lie, the charts don't lie. In this case, what did we do? This was previous support right here, you know, and then it crashed down and then it came back up, reclaimed that level, you know, and where did it had struggle? Where did it struggle going up? At the previous resistance right here. You know, I confirmed that support, boom, broke it. And now what are we doing? Confirming the previous resistance level right here. As you can see, it was resistance right here. It was resistance right there. It was resistance right there. So that's triple resistance right there. So once you break it, what do? You come back down and confirm it right there. It's confirming it right now. And usually what happens after the confirmation, after the move is confirmed, this is what we get. This, boom, right there. So again, how do we know? Right here, you draw this little line right there, and this is essentially your resistance level right here. And if you play connect the dots right here, this is your resistance that I'd be looking at right now. So again, if we break that key level right there, it's a wrap. The card is gonna hit a $40, 40 piece, a 50 piece, go crazy again. Even for a core set ultra rare, this is everything I'm looking at right now. All these key levels right now, we're confirming previous resistance as support. That's a great sign to then push up to the mid 30s, you know, not too long from now, most likely to retest the previous all-time highs. If it breaks it, it's going to enter price discovery mode and go crazy. That's about it. Yeah, it took a couple minutes with this card. Again, it's so you can learn these skills, use that to your advantage. You know, if you want to actually educate yourself, you know, with a 1-hour free course, then make sure, link in the description down below, come over here via Linktree, and you'll learn about all of this, guys. Make sure you don't miss out. And again, first link in the description down below. Guys, if you want to fast track any of these cards and you want to make sure you get exposure to these, you can buy them right here. You can, a couple clicks, it takes you directly to them because I have like 50 tabs here and you don't want to be typing in every single card I talk about. All at your convenience, link in the description down below. And again, don't forget, Mitsubishi Ritual, high in demand right now, 30 piece. If I would be competing and I need this card, I'd be picking it up. $100 post-tax, give me 3, I'm playing the card and live on to fight another day. Stay tuned. We're going to be posting, you know, another giveaway on X very, very soon. So you want to make sure you come over here, link in the description down below, join our Discord, join X, get your free $15 off and your free 1-hour course right here at your convenience. Don't miss out. Make sure you subscribe, ring that bell, like the video on the way in. Would gladly appreciate it. None of this content is official financial advice. It's for entertainment purposes only. Now, look what I was saying about this card just a day ago. Almost 3K views, not bad. You know, about a day ago, look what I was saying about this card. Let's listen to this guy here talk real quick. Listen in. But in an entertaining manner, I would pick up this card right now. Just get exposure. That's what I'd be doing. You don't want to see the 2s, 3s, 5s. For this Starlight Rare, as a Rescue 8 Rush can come in. It was first Exo Sister. This could be next. You want to be early. You want to be here before the masses come. Before the herd of Billy Bobs comes, you want to be here to make that free cash. So again, I just kept this short and sweet. You know, I talked a bunch in this video that we made, you know, a day or two ago. And it was a couple minutes just focusing on Hydrant, telling you guys before the announcement came the next day. Before it came, I was telling you guys, pick this card up. And mind you, the walls then that we actually discussed, I mean, if we could see here, where's the walls? The walls right here, let me see. No, that's Impulse. The walls, let's see, Jay, show us that wall. Show us those prices. It was like $1.25. It was like $1.25, guys, for this card. Let me see if I go back down here. Yeah, let me see right here, more towards the beginning. Let me double check for you guys. Look at that. Look at that. There we go. Look at that. The walls that we were talking about were $1.25 right there. Right there. $1.25. There was Walls of China. You could have picked it up. The deal was there for the masses. And then you come in today, and then the card went parabolic. Guys, the card was $1.25 for Walls of China, a buck and some change. And now the walls are $3.43s. 25 listings. The game is too easy. Look at this volume candle. Back-to-back volume candles going crazy, going bonkers, guys. Near all-time highs in volume, guys, pairing to the initial rush right here when the card first came out. And yeah. Excuse me, guys. Look at it. Hardwood shekels. Most of I have like 10 of these. I picked them up at under $1. Most of them around 75, 3/4 a pop. Traded for some. I have a couple euros around here. Yeah, I have like 10. I have like 10 of these to move to trade, and then I have 3 euros that I'm gonna keep these just in case, like a long-term play if it keeps going up or if I ever need it. They're euros, they look beautiful. So I have 10 of these that are gonna make my euro copies that I already got at shekels free 99, and we're gonna be moving these pretty soon. Your boy's gonna go to Pittsburgh, and we're gonna find some Rescue Ace Billy. But oh my God, Jay, you saw that? You saw that new support for Rescue Ace? Man, you saw that? Yeah, I saw it, man. Yeah, you need some, by the way. I got you, man. I heard you need 3, man. I heard someone told me you're looking for a hydrant. Starlight? I'm your boy, man. I'm your guy. Yeah. Look right here, man. I got 10. Choose whatever 3 you want, man. I got you. We moving these, man. We moving on. We recycling that purchasing power into more tin stuff. And by the way, we're going to be talking about the tins most likely on Friday. And the tins are crashing into oblivion. And we're going to touch base on the tins. Of course, not every single card, as we can see, this one's going up due to the support announcement. But, most of the 10 cards are crashing down, and we recycle this. We take whatever we make out of those 10 copies, put it into the other cards that are crashing down now that eventually are going to go up in price. Because the game is truly that easy. The game is truly that easy. And you always hear people, oh, Jay, but there was massive walls of China, the dollar and some change, and the support sucks. And, the monster's not even a quick effect. And, Rescue Ace still trash. And, why would they reprint the support if it's not that good? I don't really care about the fundamentals 90% of the time. Sure, fundamentals matter sometimes. Of course, we can't be naive. But most of the times, I don't really care. It's not about how good or bad the support is. It's the fact that it is getting support. So that causes an emotional reaction to the Rescue Ace Billy Bobs, and they come in rushing in, even if the new support sucks. It happens time and time again, and that's what people out there, they don't know any better. They don't know any better. They don't know about markets. They don't know about human emotion. They don't know about charts. They don't know about nothing. They assume. They have a lot of assumptions, and then they get wrecked. And here, guys, card is, you have a wall right here at 340s. You have a couple 1s and 2-ofs around under 3s. Those are willy-nilly 1-ofs. The walls are now in the 340s, and then after a couple of those walls, then it's 360s, and then it hits 4s. And eventually, even with these mini walls here and there, it could be a $5 card, guys. That's what I'm banking on. I need these at 5s when your boy hits the floor at Pittsburgh. You feel me? Yeah, man. The game is too easy, man. Game is truly, this was just like a day or 2 ago. It's like we have access to a crystal ball. It's like we can predict the future right here. Look at that. Can't make this stuff up, man. I need to move on, man. My bad, boys. Then here we have Medius the Pure. Again, this card was like 3s and some change. We were saying, proponents, that anything under 5s was a deal and steal. In cards like these, people make money out there. You guys, the masses, the people, the OGs, the 2,000 people that tune in every day. And you are the ones that take advantage of moves like these. Why? Because it's too easy. We were a ton of guys pick this card up. We're going to get future support in the down the line. It always happens time and time again. When they come out with these new deck cores, they don't just do like 1-offs. You get the second wave, maybe a third wave of support. Again, just pick this card up. This is free money. It's a core set ultra. It's not as easy to get. A lot of people like art mages and power patrons and this and that and the third. And then, again, the card went from sub 5s all the way parabolic. It says 13s, but there was Billy Bob's paying 20s for this ultra rare. Now the card is at 11, so 39 listings, still best selling. You still see the consistent volume here. You come in, like, if you really need it, of course it was way better to buy it sub 5s, around even sub 4s, guys. At one point this was around $10 a place. Crazy. And now it's 11, so you are paying a premium from the lows, but at least you're buying this retracement back down to the mean before it curves back up. And this $11 card can become 15s to 20s down the line, so just keep it in mind. If you really need it, this card came in Duelist Advanced. We don't know when it's going to get an additional print. So just want to keep in mind, to keep on your radar. Yes, Medius the Pure, man. A lot of demand. A lot of people want to play, this card. And so if you need it, I'd be taking advantage of this retracement before it potentially continues to make a new all-time high. Then we have Radiant Typhoon Crow Zaya. From Doom of Dimensions, this card, was $5. Went up to 13s. Crashed back down to 10s, and now rebounding, it says 11s, but really we're at pretty close to 13s. 1285s with the wall of China, and then it goes to 14s at the bottom of the page, 41 listings. So this card is still, relevant. It's still, seeing play mainly in Genesis format. Yeah, so the demand is going to continue to come in. So if you need this card, hopefully you picked it up. Maybe you can get deals, at 10s or a little bit under in person. Yeah, I would be trying to get exposure if you really need it. It's of course that secret. It just came out. It is best selling. It is high in demand. Is actually seeing play, in Genesis format, as we said. So want to take all those considerations and get what we always call here exposure. So we'll continue to monitor this one, but for now, a lot of people want to play these cards in Genesis, so let me know what you guys think. We have another dude card, Dogmatica the Thunderbolt. This Dogmatica card looks great. We have new Dogmatica reprints inside the branded structure that we expect to cover tomorrow on the channel, guys, so stay tuned for that. Yeah, so this card was around 10-11 bucks, bumping up to 14-15s, and right now 51 listings as a core set secret rare. It doesn't matter if the card is good or not, if it's gonna see meta relevance or not. Just the fact that it's getting a reprint, you have the masses out there that they're gonna be like, oh man, I want to build Dogmatica and I want now and this and that. And the new reprints inside the branded structure, and that creates hype and speculation. So just keep it in mind. You don't want to pay over $15 for this card. It could creep up, to 20s potentially as a core set secret rare. So you definitely want to keep it in mind. We have no Punk Rising Scale. This card, again, thanks to Genesis format as well, card went from 5 to 15. It's crazy. Genesis format caused a 3x spike on this card. Insane. And right now, 9 listings only. You have a couple one-ups. You have one at 15s. Then it's 20 bucks. 20-piece Mug Nuggies. From where? From Miggity. Not from Wendy's. Not from Burger King. From Miggity. Nah, which one you guys like more? Leave a comment down below. Guys, then there's a couple one-ups at 20s. And then the card is essentially $24. $24. With a wall at 13. Then it hits 25s, then 30s, then gonzo. One page only. 9 listings, single-digit listings, is literally getting bought out. Card is at all-time highs, going parabolic, going insane, all thanks to Genesis format. Crazy. Battles of Legend Monster Mayhem, thanks to Genesis format, we can see the impact that this is causing to value inside these sealed products, and that was Konami's purpose, and it's working. As you can see here, even with Punk Jam Fever, this ultra rare was trash. Card was $1.50. No one cared about it. It's like, who cares? Psychics suck. They're not doing anything. And then they compete in Genesis format, and all of a sudden, parabolic curve. Says 573s. We wish. This is a $7 ultra. $7 ultra rare into these mini walls right here. 18 listings. So yeah, if you pull this from Battles of Legend Monster Mayhem, you have money. You have an extra couple of billies to your name that you might have not known that you had, all thanks to Genesis format. Literally, man. Wow. From $1.50 to 7s. You have a $7 ultra probably that you didn't know. When you were cracking open Battles of Legend, maybe you ordered a couple of these and it's too cheap. Let me get a playset for $5. Now that same playset is 20 plus bones. Because the game is that easy. Best selling, man. These cards are hot. Thanks to Genesis format. We have Triple Tactics Thrust. We have the new reprint that we're going to be discussing tomorrow, the alternate art. And I don't know, do we get a secret of that? Is it like an ultra, a secret, and a starlight? I need to double check. We'll look into that potentially tomorrow. But again, the secret rare still, here is still a staple. It's still 16 bucks. It says here that it was, and then it came down here to 1280s. So again, this is one you want to keep in mind. Some people are going to always prefer the OGs. So I expect these to go down into the single digit territory. You're starting to see the playsets get listed here. And after those playsets, it does go back up to 15s at the bottom of the page. But hopefully I see more sell pressure coming in, more and more playsets coming in to push this down all the way to single digits. It'll be a great pickup after the new one from the new branded structure starts drying out. This will be a good one to keep in mind. So yeah, there you go. And you have Forbidden Droplet from Battles of Legend Monster Mayhem. Again, this one was 460s, went up to 6s, and now it's consolidating here. And again, if you go to the yearly, this is literally fresh off a new all-time high. when it comes to the averages, guys, as we can see, $6. And yeah, you have place here 530s, you have a couple in between 5 to 6s, but it quickly goes to 6s. And then at the bottom of the page, the 7s, 37 listings. We've always told you guys, look, this card is up only. It's been going up only since it came out. And now you have a little bit of a retracement. I would be buying that right here, because this card could be 750s in the short term, and maybe even a double-digit card one day once all droplets dry up again. So you definitely don't want to sleep on a card like this. And here we have Regenesis, the secret rare from Alliance Insight. I believe people are sleeping on this card. I mean, this card has been consolidating for months now. Literally for months, almost 2 months, the card has been consolidating here between $6 and $7 with large volume candles actually. And yeah, I mean, the card is still between 6 and 7s, 62 listings, essentially a playset for $20. It's not bad. It's not bad, guys. Keep it in mind, this card came out and it was always $15, 13, 14, 15. It didn't want to go lower than that. It held for quite, some time. And now that it's this cheap, like for $20, if you don't have this card, like just pick it up. Pick it up if you want to invest into it, if you want exposure into it. Excuse me, guys, just pick it up. You pick it up, you get exposure, because this card could be double digits in a heartbeat. Why? You're already starting to see Regenesis Regenesis Archfiend. The card was $3, 350s, boom, and now this card is $8. Best selling, hot right now. A lot of people picking this card up. They want to play, this in Genesis format. They want to have access to the deck core. There was a new Regenesis card released recently. It's not that great, but it still supports. So you combine all those factors and you see this card becoming 8s, and potentially I expect this one to actually hit double digits soon. So that's Regenesis Archfiend. So you have the spell. Don't forget about the spell. This card, we can wake up one day and it could be up, 35% and become a double digit card, guys. Don't sleep on it. Just keep it in mind. If you want to pick up the engine, if you want to pick up the deck core, or if you want to invest into a card like this, no better time to get exposure right now, because no one's paying attention to it. They're going for, the main monster piece. Don't forget about the spell. Great pickup right now, and it's actually been best selling, guys. That's the key. It's actually large volume candles here. So usually there's an accumulation phase or range when you get these high volume candles and price doesn't move. That means people are picking it up for themselves or accumulating as an investment, and then they're going to become scarce to the point where price should start rebounding off the lows. One to keep on your radar. And here we have Kashtira Fenrir. Again, a card that Regenesis Kashtira is a thing per se, right? So, this card is still best selling, even though it's falling out of favor, like with regards to meta relevance, like seeing it in top cut, in top tier decks and top performing decks at large Yu-Gi-Oh events. When it comes to like the regional level, the local level, this card is still great. It's still great. It's still, meta relevant in that sense where people play mini engines, at least 3 of itself. And yeah, I mean, it's been range bound between 15 to 17s essentially. And right now is on the lower end of this range. And yeah, it's around high 14s. And then it's really pretty much a $15 card still, 64 listings. And this card just needs there's some cards that they just need a reprint, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. I remember we discussed this chart. That's crazy. We were saying that it's hard for the card to reach $20 for some reason. And we were discussing this card. And like we did this, we just connected the dots, and we did this before, before this played out right here. We did it. We actually did this before that played out, and it goes to show that, we had a double top from that level. As we can see there, you can also draw as resistance here, right here, right there, boom. And just key levels, man. Key levels, man. And you can see price reacted from those levels precisely. Isn't that astonishing? It's crazy, man. Like, that's why 2,000 plus people usually watch your boy. That's why we got a community of 10,000 large. It's just astonishing that we could take knowledge from like crypto and precious metals and stocks and like bring it to this market. It's just crazy. I'm sorry. I'm having like a kumbaya moment. Nah, I'm just kidding. Guys, it's just, wow. It's crazy. It's crazy, man. It works. Crazy. Not 100% of the time. It's all based on probabilities, you know, but it works more times than not. Crazy how it respected literally the previous pivot. Literally. Look at that. Like the exact price, and then it crashed back. Now you can't make this stuff up, man. I need to move on, man. We have Chaos Angel. This prismatic secret rare was 23s, 24s. We literally talked about it down there, and then it's up to 33s, and yeah, it's a 30 piece. You know, it's a 30 piece. So right now, this card is like it's the in between phase where like not everyone is using it, not everyone is playing it, but enough people want it. You know, you have that fine balance where you're stabilizing at 30s, waiting for a future reprint, and yeah, that's where we're at. But if you need it, after a couple ones and two ofs, does hit the mid 30s at the bottom of the page. 28 listings, so I wouldn't wait, man. Honestly, like if you need this card, you're like, yo, I've been on the sidelines, man. It went up. I don't know if I should. Just pick it up, man. If you need it to play, $30. Pick it up. Your 30 piece, you get access to it, and then you wait. If we get, you know, any semblance of a potential reprint in the future, then, you know, you might unload it and wait for the reprint. But for now, $30, you don't want it to hit 35 to 40s on you. This card is still best selling, as you can see with the volume candles right here. Don't sleep on Chaos Angel. Then we have Bestial Dissipator. Again, this card was $10 went up to 23s, and that's where we're at right now. 22, 23 bucks. You know, and then it does go towards 27s at the bottom of the page. So this card, as people pick up their Bestial package, you know, you're getting additional Druid Worm and Magma and Saranir reprints inside the structures, a branded structure. So they're readily available now. You have the Starlights and the Tins, and you know, so everyone's coming back to pick up the actual synchro. That this should have been reprinted inside the structure, but I don't think they have any synchros in there, do they? I don't think so. I think it's all fusions. I forgot the image, but the whole point is this should have been reprinted alongside. Should have had a Starlight in this year's Tins. It should have, alongside Druid Worm and Magma, and it's unfortunate. Or an Ultra like Dissipator inside the Tins. But the cat. Don't let the cat. We can see the cat right here. Card was $5. Went up to 18s. Went right back up towards 18s. And don't let the cat steal your money. Don't let this cat steal that cash, man. That hard-earned. Hey, look at that. Don't let that cat smile. Look at that. It's good. Hey, right there. What does the cat-shaped dump represent? It's really a double top formation, boys, with the ears. You know, there's not much else to it. We just have fun with it. We have top number 1, top potential. Top number 2, you start drawing and connecting the dots, and it's just beautiful. You start realizing that, you know, we broke this support right here with the second ear right there. So usually when that happens, good night, Irene. Hey, 1381s. You know, the card is still holding strong, but it's holding below the $15 mark. So right now, there's not a lot of, you know, again, the walls are around 1450s, you know, which would still be under this pivot low. So keep it in mind. Watch this card like a hawk. It could potentially go back down into the single digits, or it could rebound and become a $20 card. Anything is possible. But we use these patterns, we use these charts, you know, to measure the probability of either a move towards the upside or towards the downside. And at least for now, based on how things stand, we expect lower prices to go into the lower teens, maybe even a single digit card again, you know, as a Supreme Darkness secret rare. Then we have Songs of the Dominators, guys. This card, we come over here and we see that, wow, it has never recovered from the $33 highs, came all the way down to 12 and some change. And that's where we're at right now, guys. As we can see here, yeah, we're still here. 12 and some change, massive walls of China. That's crazy at 1268s. And yeah, maybe you can get these for 10s in person. Not bad. Yeah. Make those considerations. This is a secret rare from Alan, Alliance Insight with Spiral out. You never know if people come back to pick this card up, you know, as some decks can play these cards. So just one, a secret rare that is, as it continues to stabilize near these lows, you might want to consider getting exposure to if you wanted to get a playset of this card. We have Golden Cloud Beast Malong. This tin reprint here was shekels, literally under $1 forever. Parabolic. Wow, massive volume candles came in parabolic. I believe people are using this in like in Genesis format. It's also a dragon tuner. You know what I mean? So this wow. And then it has the effect that you can bounce, broken. If it's sent to the graveyard, bounce. That's insane. Has to be a face-up card, but it's insane. You know, Dogmatica hype, you send this, it's a wrap. 340s, you have walls here. After that, the walls go to 4s and eventually to 5s, guys. So 15 listings only, insane. Of course, it's not a single print. Actually has a common from Sayak. So this usually doesn't happen. Usually like the Ultra would be in the core set and then you get like the commons in reprint, but this is inverse. The max rarity came in the 2024 tins. If you want commons, the demand is going bonkers for this one as well. So people just need the card. If you want commons, it's already up 2x. So don't let it go. You can come in here. You can get some for $1. Take advantage of this card. It's readily available. Massive walls of China. You don't have to go crazy, but you also don't want this common to be $1. Keep it in mind. This is the penny stonk of the day right here. If you're watching 36 minutes in, and you're like, what card should I pick up out of all these cards? This card right here. You come in for $1, you get 3. You can't make this stuff up. So $5 buys you what? 5 times 3 is 15? I'm bad at math. Yeah, 3 times, I'm like 15 of these. For 5 bones, free shipping. Hey, you could be up 3x. Like, people will be willing to pay $1 for a common like this. They will. Not now, because you have the walls of China, but these volume candles, they're telling us everything we need to know. This card, yeah. Oh, wow. Oh, man, look, it's a common, is readily available. And look, it's 452 copies, so it's a wall of China. And it's, don't take that for granted. Why? Because these volume candles is like hundreds of these being sold every 48 hours. So these could get gobbled up. Like next week, we could come back and this card could be $1. I'm just telling you guys. We've seen it happen in the past. Don't take this 30-cent card for granted. Yes, the Ultra Max rarity is already up 10x from these current prices. And still, if you need, like, if you're one of or you need to play it, you can pick it up. You know, it's nothing too crazy. It's not like it's $10 and beyond, but it is up from the dollar lows. You know, going from shekels to billies. Don't let this be next. Free money, free cash right now for this comment. Don't take it for granted. Then we have Muriel Logic Aggregator. Again, this card, same deal. $150. All these cards that you like send to the grave, you know, they've been going up. You know, the Dogmatica hype, and telling you, man, $150 going all the way up to $550s. And now you have a couple one-ofs here, but the walls are actually at $6. So yeah, I mean, how high could this go? $750s? Maybe $10 for a Darkwing Blast Super? That's crazy. And yes, we got the OTS common reprint, one to keep in mind as well. Like if you really need the card and you need access to the card, it did get a common reprint here, which is actually, wow, 269s, $3 essentially. So nah, man, nah. I'd be getting I'd be paying, you know, $5, $6 for the supers. I ain't paying no $3 for no common, man. There's people out there on a budget. Excuse me, guys. They're like, you know what? I just need access to the card, you know, and I'm not, you know, I want to save 50%. Yeah, then come in here, get exposure, because this common could become $5 down the line. Crazy, guys. Then we have Platinum Gadget. You know, this card was $20. Flash crash back down, it says to 1275s. Then it quickly goes back up to 14s, where you see that wall of China. 34 listings. So if you've been needing this card, it went up like crazy. You know, now is way better to pick it up than when it was a 20-piece McNuggie. So come in here at 12, 13s, pick it up if you need it to play. I expect this card to get reprinted. We just don't know if and when. But eventually it should. But in the meantime, if you need it to play, then now is much better than paying $20 for that card. We have Heavy Poly here. Card was $4 to $5. Crazy, went up to 20s. And it's still around there, man. Still, the walls are at 1950s, $20. So yeah, it's pretty interesting. Pretty interesting that this card is around that price, still holding strong up here. Just wanted to give you guys an update that it continues to be best selling, as you can see with this current volume candle, even at $20. Then we have Ground Zeno. This card again. Card was $784s, $8, spiking up to 13s. Look, you have a couple one-off deals there, but yeah, the card is really 13s right here. And then after that playset, it goes to $15, and it just keeps going up and up and up. Only 27 listings. The card is getting scarce. a Dino support coming in the future. Plus Jirak, I don't know, did they play this Fire King Jirak? So you guys will know more than me, but it's the Dino card, man. It's broken. Make sure you keep it in mind as it continues to make moves and make waves and be best selling in the Yu-Gi-Oh market. We have Exo Sister Martha. We just talked about this card recently, you know, after the new support, but it's kept going up and up and up. Crazy. Like the largest volume candle coming at these higher prices is insane. 13 listings. The card is 12 bucks. I think wasn't it like 5, 6 when we last covered it, if I'm not mistaken. And then it goes towards 14, 2 pages only. So this card has literally gone parabolic. Literally gone parabolic, guys. Just wanted to give you that quick update. And all the other Exo Sister cards are going up too. We have Exo Sister Ellis. This card was at one point $1 and some change. Massive volume candle, parabolic curve. Boom, it says 5s, and that's where we're at. We're at $5 for a card that used to be $1 and some change. So crazy parabolic rises with crazy volume candles right here for Ellis as well. We have Exo Sister Sophia. Again, these cards are all over 2 years old. These high rarity reprints for some of these. And look, card with shekels right here. Boom, parabolic is just 371s. The card is actually 4s and some change, and eventually becomes a $5 card in heading into page 2. 19 listings. So if you have any of these, you essentially have free cash on hand. And definitely make those considerations. I had a couple of these. So I'm excited to move these pretty soon into the Exo Sister hype. And there you go. And you even have Stella here. Stella's still cheap, you know, 45 cents. It says it went to $1.28. Well, not cheap compared to previous prices, but it's not like 4 to 5s yet. So I mean, you do have a couple listings here at around $1 and some change. And then it quickly goes to 4s though, guys. So you want to keep Stella in mind as it continues going up in price. And then you have Irene. Irene is actually the cheapest one, was 30 cents, $1 for a playset. Moving on up to more shekels, but here's actually 45 cents still. So it's around 2/4 a pop. But after that wall is going to keep going up and up and up. So if you want or need this card, you take advantage of it now in the shekel territory before it could potentially go from shekels to billies. You know, Exo Sisters are really hype right now. You want to keep these cards in mind. We have Dark Magician Girl. The Magician's Apprentice continues to be best-selling from Allen, off the $20 highs, crashing down to around 15, 16s. And that's where it's at. Quickly goes back up to 18s at the bottom of the page. 55 listings. The card is still best-selling. Shining Sarcophagus, you know, with the new spell reprint, the continuous spell. Everyone wants the other pieces, and we just don't know when we're getting this reprint. And it is the DMG artwork. So definitely one to consider. Same as Dark Magician, the Magician of Black Magic continues to be best-selling, even though it's crashing down from the $8 highs down to $6.50s here. And that's where we're at, around $6. You know, it quickly goes back up to 7. So, you know, just want to keep in mind that actually skipped the 10 reprint, which is crazy. So we just don't know if and when a card like this will eventually get its reprint. We have Amy. No. Habakiri. No. Mitsubuti. Yes, maybe. So this super rare was $1 and some change, went parabolic to 3s, now flash crashing down, it says the 2s. And you have a couple one-offs here, but really the card is still a $3 card. So it continues to be best-selling, 52 listings. Everyone that plays Mitsubuti plays 3 of these, essentially. So, you know, it's always a card needed in place. That's a super rare from Allen that, you know, it's hard to get at this point. So, yeah, it's continued to be best-selling between $2 to $3 as you know, it continues to see play in the meta. Then we have Jiraishin, the Cursed Thunder God. This card, you know, went to all-time lows, and, you know, it's still here. Volume has been coming in for this card. So 94 listings. The card is $1.50. You're buying near the lows. You know, you're literally buying the near all-time lows, essentially, and not literally, but essentially, guys. So volume has been picking up. 94 listings. So already under 100 listings. If you need this card, don't wait anymore. It could easily crack the $2 mark. You do have a wallet China at $1.62. So for $5, you can come in and get a playset of this. If you do not own this card, just get exposure. Me, I own a playset of this. Just a playset. That's called exposure, $5. Get exposure to the card. If it ever becomes money, then that's easy work. You know, and the card has been consolidating here with volume rising as of late. You want to get exposure to this card from Allen. Again, Lion's Insight, that misconception that, oh, everything is trash, the set is trash, sealed, everything in there. No. There's singles in there that could turn out to become great money, free cash. So keep this one in mind. We have Revolution Synchron from Duelist Nexus. Card was $4, going out 9 to 10s. You have a couple deals here at 849s, but then it does claim the double-digit mark, $11 at the bottom of the page, 31 listings. So, you know, the synchro hype is here. If you need this card, don't let this first set OG become a 15 to 20 piece on you. That's all I'm gonna say. We have Sky Striker Ace as Aaliyah. This card off the $40 highs, crashing down to mid 30s. And yeah, this is in around 33 bucks. That's a one of. Then, you know, there's two right there. Then it's 36, 37s. Right back up to 40s at the bottom of the page. So yeah, listings are low. If you need this, it's scarce, it's hard to get, doesn't have any reprint. We don't know if and when it'll get a reprint. So definitely one to keep on your radar as it continues to be best selling. We have 7 Tachyon. Card spiked up to 30s and now it's just been consolidating literally at 30 bucks, 51 listings. And yeah, still around there with the walls of China in the low 30s. So nothing new with regards to price, but volume has remained consistent. So, you know, just continues to be best selling. If you need this card, you know, you don't want to be paying over $100 for this card. Just something to keep in mind. Then here we have Jirac Astero and Jirac Volcano. So Jirac Astero, you know, was $3.99 a quarter, went up to 5s, crazy, crashed back down to 340s. And yeah, I mean, it really, you know, you have one-ofs here at around under 3s, but yeah, 344s is where you currently have the walls right now. So essentially a play set for 10s for a card that was literally free. No one cared about it. It came out. Now Jiracs, you know, where Fire Kings are a thing, and people really need this card, as you guys can see. Plus the new Dino support in the future. That double whammy combination has made this card go parabolic, and it's still around 10 bucks for a playset. Just something to keep on your radar. And also Jirac Volcano. We literally talked about this card the other day. I already did the Rescue Hydrant fresh off the flashback. Thought about doing this one because last week we talked about this card. We reviewed some Battles of Legend Monster Mayhem cards, and now card going from 3 to 6s. Literally, look at that. The mini walls are at $7 essentially, going up over, you know, over 2x right there. Look, from $3, yeah, 2x move, and a bit more, 27 listings. And after those listings, it goes to 8s. We always knew this card could be money. And here we are, man. Told you guys last week, pick it up. Card could be double digits again one day. And it seems like we're on track, boys. We have Malice, P March here. This card is crashing down from 21s down to 18s as people realize that the deck just can't play it thanks to the ban list hits. And yeah, I mean, you know, still mainly 19 bucks. So it's still holding strong, guys. Still holding strong. Volume is still consistent. You have the Malice players that want to take this deck to locals. They still, you know, they love this. And yeah, I mean, it's an Allen secret rare any way you put it. Yeah, it's holding strong, 19 bucks. Let me know what you guys think. We have Doom Z Zero Drastea. This card was 463s, went up to 650s, crashing right back down to 5s. You know, potentially double bottoming here before eventually curving back up. So if you ever wanted or needed this card, $5 is like the max I would want to pay. I wouldn't want to be paying over $5 for this card. Let me know what you guys think. Then we have Secretariat Dragon from Duelist Advanced. Don't take this for granted. Do not take this card for granted. You know, again, the card has been $8-9 bucks, and right now is around $7-8 bucks. Don't take it for granted. If you need it, if you're playing Draco Tail, branded structure coming out, a lot of branded Draco Tail hype recently, so don't let this card hit double digits. 41 listings, just one that you want to keep on your radar, as volume has been dwindling, but in a way staying consistent, nothing too crazy. So if you need this card, I'd be picking it up right now. And then speaking about branded fusion, you know, we're gonna touch base on the other rarities tomorrow, but just wanted to highlight the secret rare, your willy-nilly Billy secret. Don't take it for granted. This is the perfect mid-max rarity. I mean, the card was a buck and some change, going up to 3s, and that's where we're at, man. You have a couple deals here under 3s, but most of the walls are at around 3s, as you can see here. So again, 50 listings. People that need this card need 2-ofs, so this could quickly go up. You know, of course, oh, but it's getting a reprint, an ultra rare. Yeah, that's all good and well and fine and dandy, but people are gonna want higher rarities, especially this cheap. You know, like I would prefer to play the secret than an ultra. You feel me? Like, secret is the universal perfect mid-max rarity. So don't sleep on this card. Don't let it creep up to 4 to 5s. Just telling you guys, if you can get these at or under 3s, I think these will age very, very well. You know, heading into the future. Then we have Blue Eyes White Dragon, the OTS Pack 28 OT. It's crazy just how, like, look at that. You have 2 here at 80s, and then it goes right back up to the hundies, essentially. It's just crazy, these listings, 17 listings. So yeah, if you need this card, like, that's the price. I wouldn't want to pay more than 80s. You know, there's been people that have gotten deals at 70s, like between 70 to 80s. Look at all these sales. It's like, where are these copies coming from? It's like super weird. But 70 through, you know, between 70 and 80s would be my goal with this card. It's still best selling. You can literally see the volume candles here as people rush in to get this near mint card that they need between 70 to 80s. Not bad, because long term is going to be definitely over triple digits. Literally after a couple listings is already there. Don't take this for granted. Then we have Blue Eyes from the Tins. 2024 Tins just continues making new 3-month highs. You know, if we clean this up janitor style, you can see right here. Yeah, the card is 3132s and just one-ups. Places at 3253s, then the next place at is 34s, and then is in the mid-30s. 3 pages only, 28 listings. Just keeps going up and up and up from the lows, as we can see here. So very interesting for a card that was around 20s. No one cared about it, and it's Blue Eyes, man. It's iconic, and it's actually, it looks really nice. Like this quarter century from this tin, this beautiful. I've seen it in person. We have Garden Rose Maiden. Again, the secret rare was 10 bucks, went up to 30s, and now retracing back down to 25s. And as it does so, it's still best selling, guys. 51 listings. Card is just hard to get. Every Rose Dragon player needs this card. Literally, it says if this card is special summon, you can add 1 Black Guardian from your deck. Literally. Or graveyard to your hand. You can banish this card from your graveyard and target 1 Rose Dragon monster or 1 Dragon Synchro monster in your graveyard. Special summon. That's broken. For the deck, it's broken. So I get it. Literally broken. And it only has 3 prints. You have the new Starlight, and then the OGs. Like, I don't know why they inside Doom of Dimensions like give it, you know, a Ultra again, and the Starlight. Like, don't just give the high rarity. It's crazy. But if you have this, then you have extra cash. We have Bramble Rose Dragon. Again, this card, you know, it's at all-time lows. I mean, but that's just a one-of. Really, the card is $4, and it's been crashing down. But yeah, still consistent volume. Card just came out. Still best selling. A lot of plant players out there picking these cards up. So as a core set secret rare, if you need this, you know, anything under 5s is not that bad, you know, because it's $4, man. And you can see plant players, they're here to stay. Yeah, they might not be the end all be all. They're not going to probably win, you know, a YCS or a high tier, top tier Yu-Gi-Oh event, but that doesn't take away that they're not out here trying to build their decks because they're really enjoying their cards. Then we have Do Warrior from Duelist Advance. Card went from $1 to 6s, and you have one off there, but with shipping, it's pretty much $6 still. You know, right under 6s, you do have these deals, 11 copies, but you know, that's where it's at. After those walls, it just keeps going up, guys. So 4 pages, 39 listings. This core set Ultra has continued going up after its performance at YCS Anaheim. So definitely one to consider, you know, as it continues to be best selling. Let me know what you guys think, guys. If you made it this far out into the video, you guys are just straight MVPs, guys. Make sure you subscribe, ring that bell, like the video on the way out. Would gladly appreciate it. Make sure that you share this in one place in the group chat with some friends. It really does go a long way. And again, really appreciate each and every single one of you guys, especially if you tune in every single day. And if you're new here, welcome in. Thank you for subscribing. You guys already know. Guys, thank you so much for your time, for your support, for your attention. Stay fresh.